Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this reading finds you, welcome to Sunshine Lane 7777. I'm Laine. I'm an intuitive reader, and I thank you for stopping by my channel. You know, it is Sunday evening service. I promise you, I cannot help myself. I have been to service, and not only have I been to service, y'all, but I done hung out with the mothers of the church. Yes, yes. So you know I done got all types of sage. Some wasn't sage. Some was just like a wait. What did mother just say? Oh my God. Oh my God. So yes, I thank you for, stopping by. We are gonna tap in, and I am opening up the reading with Mystic Beauty's Junkie deck. So, to get a temperature of what we looking like and go from there. So sit back, relax, and let's tap in. Allow me, Divine Guide, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way, and I delight in receiving it. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know for our highest and greatest good? What does the collective need to know for our highest and greatest good? Please and thank you. Ooh-wee. Okay. Huh. It's so funny that this would be the first card out. He's lying, sis. Uncover the truth behind his words and actions, Volume 1. I bet that's a good read, too. So far, you've survived 100% of your worst days. Oh, okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Forgiveness. The Fool. The Queen of Wands with soul contracts. You are in the process of ending old cycles. Oh, this is okay. All right, okay. Can I get 3 more, please? Spirit, can I get 3 more? And I will end it at that, I think. But yeah, I need you were in a soul contract with someone. You were in a union, in a marriage. You was with somebody for real, and they cheated on you. They did not adhere to whatever vows, whatever promises y'all made, whatever it was between you and another person. It wasn't like they was lying. You had to uncover their truth. So and with this energy that I'm looking at, like, you may be an earth angel. You like hoods. Yes, because I'm picking up on her, what she putting down. You see how she got this like cape. So you might like to wear capes, hoodies, stuff like that cover, your crown. You were in a relationship though, and you were dealing with somebody that I think you did not you could not trust what they would say and or do. You didn't know. You just knew that they didn't tell the truth always, and they had been lying, and you caught them up in some lies, like several, like a lot, like a whole bucket full. So anyway, this was where your survival came in, because I think you really are. I'm picking up on an energy of an earth angel, of a divine feminine, of somebody with Tina Turner is on the Queen of Wands. Tina is a legend around the globe. That's the energy that you it's like um I'm picking up on an energy of, you know how when you put pressure on coal, that's what makes diamonds. Like you like it's intense pressure. I think this was intense pressure, but it allowed you to emerge as this like icon, this creative being that was like none other. So because you survived this, because you survived betrayal, because you survived loss, because you survived ending cycles with people, places, and things that didn't serve you. You may have this contract you may have been in was with an employer of some sort, a job, and you knew that you were never going to get that promotion, no matter what they told you you had to do. You were never going to move up because they never intended for that for you. So this is where you survived, because I'm telling you, the pressure that you were under may have been friends, family, co-workers, lovers, a marriage, whatever it was. You had to uncover the truth, because the truth was not afforded to you up front like it should have been. I'll put it that way. But boy, oh boy, what a powerhouse. This level of pressure, this level of, I'm hearing sacrifice, this hurt, this betrayal, this grieving that you went through, understanding that the truth wasn't being told, understanding that you had to go find the truth, and you did. So that's why you're in this you're in this real like unbothered, you not giving AF is out here with the Queen of Pentacles, who's holding her glass of wine looking like, don't play with me, because I don't have time for that. That's the energy you're in. You're not concerned. This is I'm hearing where like somebody somebody ultimately uncovered a beast, like someone uncovered your beast mode, and that's where you're at now. You're in beast mode. You're in that energy, in that reflection of, like, Tina was in beast mode at all times when she was performing. It was not misunderstood. It was known. That's why she was Tina. That's the energy that you're in. You're in this energy of, you know who you are. You know the power, the energy that you carry. And you really you are in this energy. If you ain't concerned about, no, if it don't make dollars, that's the energy you've been in for a while. So I'm talking to some divine feminine energy, and it is energies, because men can be in divine feminine energy. So take that as it resonates as well. But this is a divine feminine who has been in this energy. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You've been in this energy for a while. It's because somebody showed you who they were not, and you decided to believe them. hmm So with recharge and forgiveness, oh we when I tell you, you are so angelic, and I think you really have forgiven people, places, and things that did you wrong, did not treat you fairly. But in the course of you evolving and leveling up, and being in this beast mode energy that you're in, you don't fit the energy you once did. Because I love this card, this recharge card, because it's like this is a three-prong, but that particular jack is a two-prong jack. That ain't about to recharge nothing. You don't fit your environment. You didn't fit the things that once maybe did it for you, the things that once maybe, oh, yeah, you don't fit. And that's part of karma. Oh. So, okay. Connecting with your ancestors, Seven of Cups, and Judgment. I'm going to go on ahead and sit that right there. So, collective, now that you're understanding your power and you're understanding who you are, you're understanding your confidence, your self-worth, you're understanding that ain't no way in the world you should be lessening yourself to accept somebody's whatever. And that's literally what they're offering you, is whatever. Yeah, this karma, this is your karma, is that you get to go on a new adventure. Like you get a new journey. That's what I'm picking up on, because this soul contract from this cheating, lying, deceiving, whatever, lover, spouse, employer, I don't know, take it as it resonates, collective, but whoever this was that you once may have been able to get something from, like recharge off of, like y'all were in the same, I'm hearing tribe. Y'all are not, because again, that's a three-pronged charge, not a two-prong. You don't fit your environment anymore. I'm hearing you've gotten too big for your environment. Yeah, because notice now, a three-prong is clearly going to require a whole lot more than what a two-prong would. I mean, that's just, I'm no electrician, but that's just what I'm understanding. This is where you're about to take a risk, and you are being divinely guided by your ancestors, by your divine ancestors. A part of your a part of your blessings, a part of your karma, a part of your life path is that you did forgive, you did move on. These are folks that you used to give your energy to freely. You're not able to do that anymore because, like I said, you don't match. That's not the right outlet. You are actually being given quite a few options by way of whatever this gift is that your ancestors are helping you with, because you are connecting with your divine ancestors. You have stepped into your calling. That's a part of this judgment energy, where your divine ancestors are actually helping you to understand your calling, understand your gift, understand what it is you are supposed to be doing. Yeah. Oh, because twin flame is not ready, but you can help them awaken. So, collective, here's the thing. I think you've gone through an awakening. That's why you in this beast mode. That's why you in Tina Turner mode. That's why you not concerned with folks and you looking real suspect about everybody. That's why you're real conservative with who you fill the cup of. Yeah, you forgive, you live and let live. And that is a part of you being in this Saturn energy, in this energy of karma. Because that karma and the Fool, yeah, you're gonna take a risk and it's gonna pay off. And this is something that I think you done had to go real deep within, but that's a part of you connecting with your ancestors, is this hermit energy. You went within, you had to really I'm hearing you had to really do a real self-assessment. Mm-hmm. You had to do a real self-assessment of what you had going on. That was a part of divine timing, because yeah, you know how everything is done in such a way. It's like I'm picking up on someone that, like, you had to learn the basics of drawing. So someone's an artist. You had to learn the basics. And then you, as you started learning, you were able to see the nuances. You were able to develop different skills, but ultimately you had to understand the foundation of drawing. And then you just, like, it was a collection of understanding. It was a collection of lessons that you learned. Your calling, when I'm going to this judgment energy, because I'm really picking up on someone that a part of your calling is like that, because I keep hearing the word collection. It was a collection of things that happened. You didn't just become this teacher. Like, you had to first go to school, and you've had to first learn and then be certified and get your degrees and whatnot. That's this energy where it was not like you, and that's not to say that you weren't a born teacher per se. You've always had the qualities that everybody was like, oh, they should be a teacher. That's not it. This is an energy of, there were different things that happened to you, for you, in your journey, to where it's given you a lot of options to work with, but you're putting those things together and really looking inside yourself and figuring out what it is you want to do, how it is you want to walk in your purpose. And that's what you're doing. And ultimately, because you've gone through an awakening, because you've recognized your power, your worth, because you now know to take a step back and look at all the options versus just what was sparkly or shiny. Because in one of these options, there's a demon in that cup. So this is where I think you've had to, I'm picking up on an energy of, a part of your beast mode was that you had to slow down so that you could really see your options, recognize, what you had going on, and really do the introspection in order to understand that, yeah, that's an outlet, but that outlet it no longer fits my thing, my jig, my prong. I'm a 3-prong. That's 2-prong. I gotta go where it's going to feed me. That's this. Oh, okay. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. Let me tell you, I try so hard not to be all like, did y'all see that? And but I thoroughly count it a privilege to just be able to sit at this desk, to have this channel, to be able to share with you. So when I pick up on energy in a reading and it's like, oh, nah, for real? Yeah, it has me, and I want to share that with you. So I hope that you intend to enjoy it, because I sure do. That's this energy, though. You are moving on. You're really just in this energy where you're working, you're focused on work, you're focused on your financial stability, you're focused on really taking care of you. Because I'm looking at this Queen of Pentacles, and they had a look on their face like, don't play with me, especially not once I had poured my wine. Like, I'm not even interested in whatever it is. That's this energy. You've leveled up. You've got options, and you're not really concerned about much of none. You also in the house a lot. You aren't really dealing with the crowds. You aren't dealing with, like, you might have a few friends, a small friend group that you keep in contact with, but You aren't going out your way for people. Not nowadays. Really, you're not. Because, I mean, you like this. You're in this Tina Turner energy. And Tina Turner wasn't at everybody's house all the time. She wasn't. First of all, Tina was working on her craft. Yeah, left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. That's this energy. This is where you working on what you working on. You're focused on what you focused on, and it's not a whole lot of other folks because you in this energy where you're not concerned about what folks think. You're not. You are trying to make sure that you are right with the Most High God, with the universe, with understanding, okay, I'm in contact now with my divine ancestors, and what are they leading me to know, to understand, to see, to hear? Because I think whoever I'm speaking to, you may have one of the clairs, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient. There's a bunch of them. Look it up, Google. Yeah, but you've got a twin flame that perhaps hasn't had a level up, hasn't reached the vibration that you're at, divine feminine. hmm But I think you continuing to what? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Not only is it not giving a fuck was already out here. Unbothered. House. Rich girl. Manipulation. Baby, what? Somebody wanted to be in your energy, thought that they were going to be able to be a trusted like situation. They want to manipulate you though. You are unbothered. You working on your business. You working on your brand. You working on your checking, your saving, your financial advice, whatever you working on. You working on, and you at the house. You're not like I said, because I picked up on that hermit energy. You're like you really not focused on folks. That's the other issue that is got all eyes on you. You're in this very unbothered. Like I'm not concerned with what you got going on because I don't have time to care. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's this energy. Like you focused on working hard, taking care of your house, yourself, your family, whoever it is you responsible for. That's all you focused on. You aren't focused on this. Somebody thought they was really gonna have you looking real stupid, simple, for real. With this manipulation, that's somebody really, really wants to have you like, you know, having to do some level walk of shame of some type, and it's gonna be shameful because it's gonna be like, why you let that person play you like that? You didn't see them from a mile away. I mean, don't you talk to your divine ancestors? How you missed that? That's this energy. That's why you are in this what, babe? Ancestors. Your ancestors are on duty at all times. They don't miss a shift. They don't. They focused. They are about that. They are concerned with making sure that they're legendary. And I did say legendary. Yeah. Collective. You are in this legendary energy. You got that type of quality about you. You don't hold grudges. I'm picking up on the energy of somebody that you aren't concerned about grudges. You like live and let live, forgive and move on. Life is, not meant for you to be holding all that in because ultimately it just manifests in some type of illness, sickness, or something. And before you know it, you sick and you can't figure out why. And it's because you've been holding in all types of wild shit. You need to let it go. Ascending. That's why you are unbothered. You are going through your own level up. Like I said, it was obvious. Recharge. Your divine ancestors have watched you. They have seen your struggle. They saw whoever this joker is, take it as it resonates with the, what did it say? He lying, sis. He's lying, sis. Yeah. They saw them. They knew. They knew. They knew who this is. Your divine ancestors are not repeat. They're not playing. Your divine ancestors have no intention of watching their baby be manipulated, be, you know, around here marionetted and not know why, around here looking simple. No, I don't think so. This is a divine being, and it is for such a time as this. And you being in this unbothered energy is just like, it's almost frustrating because you got folks really like obsessed. They see you in this energy where you're really like, it's almost as if you don't see them. And it ain't that you don't see them. You just know that you're not interested in being abused. And you know that's what these folks come with. Verbal abuse, possibly physical abuse, possibly emotional abuse. You ain't interested because you are single, sexy, and successful. You ain't got time, energy, and what? Judged by 12, carried by 6. That's all the type of time you own. You're not about to play with somebody. Somebody is really looking like they can't get enough of you. Cannot, wanted to manipulate you so bad. They're obsessed with you because I really think that you aren't phased because you know that this person can't recharge. They can't recharge you. They can't provide no level of energy to you. You are in beast mode. They are not compatible. It's very like cut and dry for you, and your ancestors are not playing. When your ancestors, I'm connecting with your ancestors. You do have divine ancestors, collective. I need you to know that. But whoever this message is for, you also got some goons as your ancestors. So you got like, I'm picking up on an energy of somebody that's got like church member ancestors. Like they you know, they was in the church. They were delightful. They didn't harm nobody. They weren't, you know, the type of ride, or, you know, they weren't no ride or die kind of like energy. They weren't there. No, they were hymnals. They were testimonies. They were pleasant. They were bring a bunt cake on Sunday kind of. Then, collective, you also have these other ancestors who are, yeah, don't ever walk up on them too fast. Like they got some situations. Don't make that mistake and walk up on them too fast. Like you gonna be the one hurt, not them. So that's why you're in this single, sexy, and successful energy. I'm picking up on someone that, like I said, you ain't seen Tina Turner just hanging out at everybody's house. That doesn't even make good sense. That's you. You recognize that somebody around here acting a fool, a whole clown. And this is somebody that is emotionally not well. What? Emotionally not well. Occupation. Somebody got a doctor out here. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this occupation. What do we need to know concerning this occupation energy? Because you got somebody, I'm telling you, you are in this, somebody is trying to manipulate you, but they're obsessed. They're obsessed with wanting to know you, wanting to know all about you, wanting to be this. I'm telling you, this is somebody that want to take a risk. Want to take a risk. So, okay. You in this single, sexy, and successful energy, and not to mention you're in a really good job, a career. You're doing things like you got things going on. You got folks watching you, looking, and they are just like, oh my goodness, do you see the collective? Now, these people have no clue about the grief the transformation you've gone through, because they don't know your story. They just see all the shiny, the bright, the glitter, the glamour. They see whatever it is you're presenting collective in this single, sexy, and successful energy. You look wonderful. And because you look wonderful, and because you got some folks that really like can't take their eyes off of you, on the flip side, you also have folks that are definitely sending you the evil eye, which technically you kind of expected, because I mean, that's just out here. You knew. But you got somebody though, single, sexy, and successful, that's in this boss energy that can't get you off their mind. This is somebody that I'm picking up on, an energy of somebody that likes the way you smell. They like your energy. They like how you got, because I'm looking at this love potion number 9, and I'm just picking up somebody likes to wear real sweet scented body oils, and it really permeates off of you, and it's really very pleasant. I'm picking that up. But you also had somebody that was like, I don't know, a brute beast, a heathen of some sort, that was going to try and do some type of love spell on you, but you're unbothered, and you, yeah. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. Ain't that interesting how that just, so yeah, somebody's just enamored by you because you got obsession out here. Somebody really did want to do a love spell on you because they saw that you were this earth angel. They saw that you were in this Tina Turner energy. Like, they saw your greatness. They saw how wonderful, how sparkly, how light, bright, and all types of wonderful you are, because you're an earth angel. I knew I was talking to like some earth angels. I picked that up from early on. Yeah, you are an earth angel. So, collective, you've got somebody out here who is abusive, is really kind of they sending you the evil eye and wanted to manipulate your every move, because they picked up on the abundance that's within your energy, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and they wanted every bit of it that you could offer. You in unbothered territory, because you be in the house. You pop out when you deem it necessary, but like I said, you are focused on building. You're focused on your gifts. You're focused on your talents. You're focused on what you focused on, and this person is not one of those things. You are really like in this mode of saving money, building wealth, building abundance, prosperity. Like you're really just like, because I'm picking up on the energy of somebody that was like, no, because they lying, bruh, sis, they lying, and I loved that liar. So let's just not say that we did, and then that way we ain't got to worry about that, because like, I know as well as they know that every single time it always ends up looking wild and crazy, kind of suspect. So yeah, I ain't taking no more chances, because I understand, and what I understand is that, yeah, I don't need to be bothered by these jokers, by these pranksters, and these folks that will definitely come in and try and take up all your time and energy. And that's why your divine ancestors, and then also the not so divine ancestors, are always on duty, because they have no choice but to be. Yeah, 5 of Swords. That's why they always on duty. They on duty because they know you've been dealing with somebody that would be willing to like go above and beyond. Like they need to win at all costs. They gonna pull out all the stops. They ain't wrapped tight because there's too many damn scissors going on around here. This is somebody that you cut off. You cut quick. Like, you cut that cord, that thread, whatever. Somebody trying to stitch something together. It's like, can't even get that pattern out yet. Nope. Somebody might like to sew. Take that as it resonates. Look at that. 5 of Pentacles. 55 might mean something to you. Like, what? Sad. Know why? Yeah, because whoever this is that's throwing you the evil eye, they know that you don't like y'all don't you can't recharge off of what their electrical outlet don't match yours. Like I wish that you would get that. Like yeah, 3 prong, 2 prong. Yeah, they what you yeah, no. Ain't no recharging here. And this is because you've changed, because you are not the same person you once were, because whatever you went through, collective, it really did push you into beast mode. And now that you're there, now that you understand boundaries, now that you are really, you recognize that you really are quite courageous, you are strong, you are built for this. You unbothered because you know what you done been through. You know what your testimony is because you passed the test. Strong as hell. So you ain't about to, what? You ain't about to let in that shit immediately. Immediately. Ain't about to have me around here looking crazy and simple because your ass is. I think's not. Sudden. Didn't see that shit coming at all. Yeah, the 3 of Swords in reverse. They didn't want to have a heartbreak. This somebody young trying to come towards you, Knight of Swords, super freaking curious about you and want to be able to like shoot they shot with this 4 of Cups. But it's like, no, no. Because, yeah, Page. Now you a whole earth angel. What you gonna do with a page? I can tell you, not much. Yeah, this is where somebody was seeing and thinking that you look like a financial opportunity that they wanted in on. And you was like, I think so not. I think so not. Oh. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Let me be clear. You about to have somebody that, what, the fool out here again? Let me go ahead and put these cards down. I'm gonna stop playing with y'all because y'all ain't no point. The message is repeating itself. You, collective, you are in this very abundant energy. You are. Like, you are really content. I'm hearing a peaceful energy. That's how you are this. Not just peaceful, but unbothered. Like, you aren't interested in nobody interrupting, disturbing, jarring, causing any level of disruption to your peace. You're not willing to do that. You ain't trying to hear it. You ain't going for it. Somebody out here looking foolish because they really thought that they was going to be able to have you all up in your feelings. I'm hearing, I'm just in my feelings. You're not. You're not. And you ain't going towards the light, Caroline, none of that, because you ended things like, What? Salmonella. You took a quick glance and was like, no, that looked like destruction to me. You ain't about to disturb my peace. No, thank you. I'm in beast mode. And what we not about to do is that. And you cutting folks off, and folks don't know what to do. And your divine ancestors, and like I said, the not so divines, yeah, they ain't playing about you. So I'm gonna end it here because you look like you chilling, and we gonna see. I'm gonna do another reading though, so I'm gonna end this one here. I will be back with another reading, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. But in the meantime, and in between time, collective, be kind to yourself and others, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Later.